Hello, PC Guides here. Today we're going to cover part 5 of our Linux tutorials. We're going to cover the more command, the less command, and the grep command. So go ahead and power on your virtual machine if you haven't already. And once you get logged on, go to Applications, System Tools, and the Terminal. And that'll bring your terminal screen up and make it full screen if you need to. So to use more or less, we have to have a big file. We can create one, but it's really going to take too much time. And for this purpose, we can go out and just find a file that'll work great. So what we can use is a man page. As a man page is a help page for a command. So we'll type man user add, and we're saying help me with the command user add. And don't worry, we will cover user add command later on in the tutorials. Go ahead and type enter. As you can see, it's a really big file. Several lines. It's actually 253 lines long. So that's going to work great for the more or less command. So type a Q to quit out of that. So let's type man user add, redirector or greater than symbol, and let's call it big file. This is saying let's take that man page and throw it into a new file so we can manipulate it. Hit enter. If you type an ls here, you can see that big file.txt is sitting right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and try out the more command. Cat bigfile.txt and pipe it. The pipe symbol is you hit shift and right above the enter key, hit that button. It's the vertical bar. And let's type more. So now we're hearing more. As you can see, it starts you out at the top of the file. That way you can scroll through it. And at the bottom here, you have it says more. So you can do this 2 or 3 ways, or 2 ways actually. You can hit enter and scroll through the file one line at a time, or you can hit your space bar and scroll through it a screen at a time. But what you cannot do is you cannot hit the up arrow key and go back up. Once you go down with it with the file, you cannot move back up with it with the more command. So go ahead and hit a Q to quit out of that. Remember, enter goes down one line, space does a whole screen. So hit Q to quit. I'm going to type clear here so we can see the screen better. And you'll get your prompt right back as soon as you hit the Q for quit. So that's it for more. So let's move on to less. So pretty much you do it the same way, just use a different word. So let's cat bigfile.txt pipe symbol and then type less. So once again, it looks just like the more command. You get at the top of the file, you get the top of the file when you type it in. Here at the bottom, it does not say less or more. It just has a colon there. So now we can use our down arrow key to go down one line at a time, or our enter key to go down one line at a time. We can also use the space bar to go down a screen at a time. But what's different with less is you can actually hit your up arrow key and go back up the file. So in this sense, you can do more with less. So that's a little joke there. But yeah, you can do more with less. So less lets you go back up the file after you move down in it, which is great. If you miss something and you go back, you can do that with less. Type a Q to quit, and you get your prompt back. So now we're going to cover grep. Grep is an awesome tool. There's so many things you can do with grep. If you have a file, let's say, we're going to use the big file, and you need to search for something in that file, and you really don't want to read all of it. This is where grep comes in handy. Grep goes out and searches that file for whatever you pass in. So let's type grep. Let's just look for the word shell. So grep shell bigfile.txt. Grep's going to go out there and search for everywhere it says shell in the bigfile.txt file. Hit enter. Shell is mentioned 5 times, and it gives you the output right there, what it is. So we can use a different syntax or way to do it. Grep do a takv before the and this will find everything and ignore the case. So if it's greater than, or not greater than, if it's uppercase or lowercase, it'll find it regardless. If you don't put the takv, it's just going to find what exactly the case that you type in. Hit enter, and there is a bunch of these in the file. And as you can see right here, this one's capital, this one's not. So it finds everything, it ignores the case. So now we can tell it to include the line numbers in case we need to go back and look for it. We can use our shell again, there's not that much there. So we'll type grep shell big file .txt. And before the shell, type in a takv before the shell. Hit enter, and right over here to your left you can see tells you the line number of the file where that shows up. So that is very, very, very useful. Now we can do we need to do a takv or in. This will ignore the case and include line numbers. So we actually have to go back to the again. So we have to look at this monster right here. So grep takv in big file .txt and hit enter. To your right, you see you got your line numbers, and then also you can see right here there's an uppercase D, there's a lowercase d. And I think that's about it for grep. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one key important thing here. That grep you can do with grep. So let's clear my screen right here real fast. So now we can grep, let's just do it. Grep -v and type shell big file .txt. What the takv does over there, or the -v, what it does is it says, show me everything that does not include shell in the file. So hit enter, and as you can see there is a lot of stuff where shell's not even in there. So that's what that's good for if you look for everything else but what you want to see, or whatever you tell it to grep for. I think that's going to be it for today. So if you like what you've seen, go ahead and hit the like button down there at the bottom and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank y'all and have a good day.